Well, big up, and welcome to Liverpool 12th Man Show. I am Liverpool 12th Man. I'm here with Nolante as well, and hopefully here with all of you as well, too. We are going to be doing a little bit of talking about some of these things that are going on in the Liverpool, I guess, universe, you could call it, and we've got some big headlines to talk about, some to dissect, some fun stuff to talk about, as today marks the embarkment of our I guess you could say our relationship or our partnership with Adidas, and we'll dissect them from the heart of a red, left and right out there. We appreciate each and every one of you guys joining us. Lante, how are you doing today? Lante,
yeah, all good, all good, man. Hope you're good, bro.
All good. Okay, cool. Yeah. I think, let me make sure your mic is, maybe my mic's a little low. No, I think your mic might be a little bit low, actually. But go ahead. Well, Nolante is taking care of some technicalities or technical difficulties that he's going through. All right, let me see, bring him back in here. All right. You there?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm there.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right. Before we dive in, people, please help us hit our community goal of 50 likes. That's now now that we are getting closer and closer to that stage where we are going to be able to, compete with the big boys here, the big boy channels. We're trying to get a 50 like minimum. So it tells YouTube that the content matters and keeps the show growing, blah, blah, blah. So if you're there, you might as well just hit the like button, do your thing. Whether you stay for the entire episode or not, that's up to you. But I appreciate the fact that you're here right now and supporting us. So smash the like button and make yourself heard in the comments, of course. Now let's talk about the name on every Liverpool fan's lips, and that is Alexander Isak. Is there a quote unquote next level move as it's being put out there as for us? Is this a next level move for us? Or is it just plain greed? That's what one article I saw out there had it described as. So it's an interesting one. Let me tell you that much. Shout out to the streets in the house. Big up. Shout out to Cedric, Red Armchair supporter. Big up to you guys, as always. Definitely showing love. So let's jump right into the commentary that I have set up for us. Look, Isak wants Liverpool. We all know that. We're not trying to sugarcoat it. I don't think he's even trying to sugarcoat it anymore. He wants out of Newcastle, and he wants to, take his talents to Liverpool. Crab is all tapped out on Isak. Just give me a second. You'll want to hear this. You want to hear what I have to say. So his camp has made that abundantly clear. He's not interested in Real Madrid. He's not interested in PSG. He's not even interested in Arsenal, even though Arsenal has been, twerking for him for the longest. He wants to be a Red. But the response from our fan base, that's where things are getting spicy. There's a response from their fan base is even more spicy. Some of you are saying that we don't need him, that it's a luxury, that 150 million pounds could be better spent elsewhere. Like finally getting that center back, maybe. Maybe. Or maybe that center back and another center back, times two. Others say that this is exactly what champions do. They build on strength. They go again. They sign killers. And Isak, we all know, is a goal killer for sure. And let's be real, Isak has been worth 30 points to Newcastle since he arrived. That's elite. If you think we don't need more of that, are you even trying to compete with our rivals? Because they're getting better. They're continuously trying to get better. And we all know that City keeps such a high level. So we have to continue to push and push and push. Bring up some stats for you too. I'm going to bring up these things for you. Now, I can understand Newcastle wanting to do something different with the approach that they're holding on to, which is they're going to hold pat for 150 million. You can't drop 150 million pounds, then just keep it moving. And again, credit to them. You know, I understand that it's a number that they're comfortable in seeing or wanting to get. However, it does make you say, is it realistic? Is it realistic? So I know that there's some different ways that we could go about this deal. Apparently, there's been a bunch of different reports out there saying we've dropped 2 bids, some saying we've dropped only 1 bid. Another said that we were we had dropped a bid, but now it is we had dropped a bid, but now that they rejected us in the way that they did, that most likely we weren't going to approach them again. That's been put out there too. I think it was Ben Jacobs brought that information out as his perspective. It's kind of like got everyone in the world, like as no one knows exactly where and how it's going or what direction this deal or transfer is even moving in. So big up Lee, by the way. Big up Lee. And big up the Red Armchair supporter and Philly Liverpool FC. But big up Lee. How are you?
Yeah, good. Good, mate. Yeah. Hope you're well yourself. But I'm good, yeah. Good tonight.
Yeah. There are a lot of conflicting articles coming in, a lot of different information, a lot of different perspectives. Obviously, some of them are clickbait. Some of them, some of them are just like ridiculous scenarios that you know are never going to happen. I do have a did you know to add to this. But before I ask that, I'll ask, is Liverpool's interest in Isak a smart power move, or are we overreaching with our current forward depth? And I'll ask that to Nolante now that he's back. Hopefully he's able to answer. Oh, maybe not. He's still on mute. So I'll ask you the same question, Lee. Is Liverpool's interest in Isak a smart power move, or are we overreaching with our current forward depth? Like, we have depth.
No, it's a smart
move. Coming to the pitch, we do have players that we can rely on. You know, we're not.
We do, and I could cope if we didn't sign him. I could cope, but I very much hope we do. And I believe there is a good chance of it. I'll say that much. I'll go that far. There's a good chance of it happening. It all depends on them finding the replacements. But yeah, it's a good move. Of course, he's a great player, and we're looking to replace Jota and Diaz, aren't we? We're looking to replace Nunes as well. So yeah, it's a smart move and one that needs doing. Hopefully, will get done.
Okay.
It's just where we are now at the moment, isn't it? We have got good players if it doesn't come off, but you know what I'm saying anyway, don't you? I think it's a smart move anyway from us.
I think that despite the fact that we do have options to just go for it, to just go for this move. But you know what's very interesting, and I wrote this on not Ben Jacobs. Shoot, I'm going to forget his name. He is a journalist. He is a journalist for Newcastle too. I'd have to look it up on my Twitter, but I follow him, and he's like he writes for I think he writes for like the Telegraph or something. He writes for one of the magazine or papers out in England, but he's like the chief correspondent for their actual football reporting. And let me see if I can pull up his name because I want to give him proper due. And what I said on this thing was this. It was interesting. He put it out there. His tweet was an interesting one because he was pointing out all the different things that had just happened. Like as in Liverpool had gone in, the bid had been rejected. We went well under. We went well under the 150 million pound valuation. So, like, was this really a serious? Were we ever really serious? I guess is the wording that he put. Was this like more of just like I said, a power move? Like, what were we doing basically? So let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, we're just doing what we need to do to secure our future.
Yeah.
From my point of view, it's not a power move or that. We're just doing what we need to do. At the moment, like, we're looking for the best players available and going for them. We've already had a taste of it so far, so hopefully it'll continue. But there are quite a few variables, aren't there, like in permutations that we've got to take into consideration. And a lot of them concern Newcastle's apparent inability to sign replacements hitherto.
Let me read you.
If they can get that in order, like, and bring some signings in, then that pushes the percentage chance up massively, doesn't it? Of Isak coming in the door. Without them signings, it's going to be tough.
Big up, Dara. Thank you for asking. I am definitely not feeling too well. I'm going to be going to get I'll explain later. I have your phone number. I'll connect with you. But I appreciate you asking. I'm still trying to do the walk, trying to keep up the pace and the momentum with the channel and be there for my people. So that's why I'm here today. And I was going to say this. Craig Hope is the name of the journalist. And what he wrote was, Liverpool say they will not make a second offer. After unsettling Isak and going in way below the number they know could make a deal happen. He's like got all these emojis. He says, all of this just for that? Is it a tactic? We're ready to leave Isak in limbo and walk away. A month until the window closes. Excuse me. And what I offered back to him, this is at least what I offered back to him, was, what's truly your end game? Yeah, because I know he's a Newcastle supporter as well. I'm like, what's truly your end game? You pursued Ekitike and came up short. Now you have few alternative options left on the board. And a player that is training separately in Spain, obviously disgruntled. He's asked for a move, yet rather than compromise, you push him closer to using the nuclear option. Now, people might be saying, what the heck am I speaking on about this nuclear option or whatever? What's this nuclear option? What's this nuclear option? Well, there was a case in 2023, and this is my did you know moment. If Newcastle blocks this deal, or blocks the progress of this transfer, Isak could go technically, quote unquote, nuclear. Now, whether he does or doesn't, that's a question. But I mean, with the legality of it all and the terms of equal employment or the terms of freedom to pursue employment in England, they have some very, very unique rules when it comes to that. So yes, nuclear option would be that, yes, he could terminate his own contract. Now, this is dangerous, I know, and could be certainly for lack of better words, because I guess we are talking in metaphorically, could be radioactive. If he were to terminate his own contract, he could then become a free agent and go wherever he wants. And the team would be compensated, not by what their evaluation is for the player, but most likely it would be something closer to, let's say he's got, 3 years left on his deal, and he makes, hypothetically, he makes $15 million a year, or 15, let's say, make it easy number, 20 million a year, let's say. And what they would then say is they're owed $60 million. That's what would be the compensation. So, and Ross is saying he thinks it's $30 million to buy himself out. If that's the case, even easier. But the 2023 ECJ ruling, which was in favor of Lasagna Diarra, the Chelsea player, right, might actually let him walk. His legal team knows it. And now they're starting to flirt with the option of saying, look, play ball and don't be on some like, we're going to hold out for some astronomical number and continue this and try to make Isak look like the bad guy, considering that you're not really actively pursuing these other options with feasible solutions of your own. They could go get a Sesko, provide a good compensation for Sesko, and go get him. Especially if you're asking for 100 and some odd million pounds of money from Liverpool, you'll have the resources. You can outbid Manchester United easily. If Sesko's not your answer or Visa's your answer, you could easily put together a bid for Visa. And I know it's it's like a really bad precedent to set. And I know that we don't necessarily want to see that option be triggered. But that is a serious bombshell if it was to be used. And it would be something of a case where finally, some of the brinksmanship that some of these clubs use in trying to strong arm, these players into sticking with deals that don't better their own personal interests. It could be something where it finally gets something of where a player moves on and he utilizes this 2023 ruling. It's a scary thing, though. It is nuclear. And when I say it's radioactive, it's because it could cause a major fallout. All of a sudden, you might see more and more players opt to do those kinds of tasks or those kinds of things. And that's kind of scary. What do you think about that, Lee? Is it like, I see that that some of the chat is responding to some of what I'm saying. Big up, Cedric. Thank you very much. Big up, Red Archer supporter. Always there for you, brothers. My brothers and sisters. Crab is saying that's going to be an extreme move. It's $30 million, he thinks, to buy out his contract, but to register him is going to be an issue. It could be. I think the article I read was something on the lines of as long as the team that he's leaving is compensated in one way or another, then he would be able to register with us. But again, you have to come up with the compensation package, and you have to figure out what that number is. And most likely, it's not the evaluation of what the team puts on you. So the team might be saying, "Oh, he's a 150 million pound, evaluated player." Well, that's fantastic. However, that's not what your investment in him is. Only what your contract is worth. So they might try to opt to say whatever is left on the contract, you buy that contract out, and you can register. Let me see. Let's see. Rasta Crab is also saying, Red Armchair supporter saying we're provide with that kind of cash, we would be providing them the means to buy 2, if not 3, really good players.
3.
They could buy they could buy Sesko, and they could buy another player on top of that if they wanted to. You know, Crab is saying 12, but 12. On the other side, he has 3 years left. Where is football when players don't want to honor their contracts? I get you, and that's why I said it's radioactive. That's what I mean by it could be radioactive. If this precedent starts to be utilized more and more by other players, by especially these like big name players that know, heck, I'll just buy myself out of this contract and go now make up the difference by playing over in Saudi Arabia, or I'll make up the difference by my signing on fee for Bayern Munich or Germany or whatever. That's scary. That is scary. I agree with you, Rasta. What's the point of getting contracts then? You have to ask the way that it's set up in England too, with the way that they have what's the wording of it? Let me pull up the wording for it, because I did write down what it was that they were talking about when it came to the contract, the special or specific measures of the contract. So the court, back in the 2023 thing, the court sided with former Chelsea Real Madrid midfielder Lassana Diarra in a case that challenged some of FIFA's longstanding transfer rules. The decision ruled that certain restrictions placed on players were inconsistent with European Union law. Now, that's what's unique about it, is you're not a part of the EU anymore. So it's now like, how does that really play into like the negotiations? But particularly regarding labor mobility and anti-competitive behavior, Isak camp is believed to be aware of the implications of this ruling and may view it as a last resort should Newcastle hold firm on their evaluation. That's what the article that I had in reference. And that's something that that's unique. That's unique. How do you? I don't know if you've heard this option, Lee, but how do you feel about what I've been saying about this nuclear option?
Yes, I'm in favor of it.
Oh goodness, you don't care.
Hopefully it doesn't come to this. Hopefully it will not come to this, and Newcastle will, as I mentioned before, hopefully be able to target someone who will join them in the very near future, and that'll start a chain reaction then of getting them gone. Because there's no doubt that the fans want him gone. Eddie Howe might not, but the fans do now. And they've just got to find replacements. This is the one and only. I keep coming back to it. It's obvious. We know this, but can't say it enough. They've got to find some players quickly.
They do. They do. And that's why when I wrote back the whole thing to Craig Hope, and I even referenced it to Newcastle supporters, I'm like, this is a matter of your owners believing that they are in the same on the same footing as Manchester City is with their club in precedence, in standing with with the ability to utilize their funds and their deep pockets and the likes. Like, I get that you think these things simply because your owners are 10, 20 times richer than City's owners, but yet you can't do with the PSR rules. You just can't do what you want to do. You can't do those things. And the longer you wait like this, and you flexed on trying to get Ekitike and trying to create an issue for us, we flexed back, brought in our player, probably pretty much because of the prestige, the heritage, because of the project that we present, you know. And now, because of that flex, we have Ekitike, and we have your top striker wanting a move to our project. And I like, there's Newcastle fans I do like, but I mean, like, I think that, and it's not like I dislike them and by saying this statement, but I think you have to hold your owners more accountable for the fact that you're about to have a disgruntled player playing for you. I don't know if he's injured or not, but I mean, like, he's doing a Coutinho, basically.
Well, yeah, they've just got to get used to it, haven't they, Newcastle fans? The most uncomfortable truth is always a safer companion than the pleasantest falsehood. Saying.
And you know what? This is what this is what they are saying right here. Or Crab saying, at least. He says, I just don't like that Newcastle fans thinking it's our fault. It really isn't. And look at your board. And that's what I'm trying to basically, and I'm definitely in unison with you on that. I think that there are Newcastle fans out there turning to us and saying, oh, you're greedy, or oh, you're, oh, look at you trying to start causing upheaval in our club, and oh, you're this and that, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, it has nothing to do with it, man. Like, that's part of football. Like, as in nowadays, that's just a part of football.
No, I get it. I get it. They want somewhere to vent, and they don't really want to do it that much at the owners or the manager, so they're doing it at us, like some of them, That's only some of them, like. A lot of them have just accepted it, like, haven't they? I mean, we're not even saying the deal's definitely going ahead, but a lot of them have accepted the fact that, like, he wants to move and want to be without him, like, now for next season and get someone new in.
I think that Dara was asking, what is an acceptable number for you? What is the number that you would say, this is our final offer? What would be that number for you, for Isak?
For me, final offer, something like 140.
140 million euros or 140 million pounds?
Well, it's pounds, isn't it? Yeah, it's pounds they're asking for. Yeah, 140 or 135 maybe. Sounds all right to me. As far as the limits, if we could get them cheaper, great. But we might not be able to. So I'll pay that. Yeah, I'll pay that for them. Definitely.
I don't see, like, and again, if the chat has a different number out there that where you draw the line at a certain number, tell us in the chat, and I'll bring it up so you can be heard. But wow, if that's the case too, Philly Liverpool FC is saying there was Newcastle reporter, the THAT. Okay. He had a capital A in the middle. That reported that Isak told them he wanted out this summer during the season. Wow. That's something right there. That's something. That's definitely something. I don't know if Anfield, Irishman's got a, I don't think that's the number that he's talking about, Isak, but okay. 427 million would be quite a historic figure for the player. But I think that if we did offer this 120 million with add-ons, I think that's enough. That's enough. It gets you the flex to say that you had the largest, that you have the record transfer fee. It gets you that flex, like, as in you could say, we've gotten the most money for this player. But there's absolutely no way that I wouldn't go 150 million for this player is a little bit too far, I think, considering that we do have other needs for our team. And that's why, I mean, we're not a, endless well of money here.
Depends how far they're willing to go, doesn't it? But it's an extra, I don't know. But it looks like we're getting rid of Tyler Morton, possibly for 15 million, according to reports, to Leon. So there's 15 million we could add to the 135 to make up the magic 150 number if they insist on it. I think I would rather just go all the way to what than just abandon it if they say no to 140. I will, I think, my answer has increased. I'd go to 150 for Isak because I really want him that much. I'm thinking, it's very, 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 very expensive. But if we've got the money, spend it. Secure the future for the next few years, like.
Right. Rasta Crab, the streets dropping facts. There you go. Oh man, Newcastle. Oh man. It is something. I can understand this though. I'll bring up some stats for you. Look, and this is, I know you guys love stats, but this is what the player offers, when it comes to his team, to his production. He's one of the top scorers in Europe, period. Top 5 leagues. He is 7th on the list. He's in the top 10, just behind Lewandowski and Salah. Obviously, this is over the past 2 seasons combined. You see Kane and Mbappe killing it up there. But he is a talented player, absolutely. And I can also see some different things as to like why they would want some differences. But if you're going to compare Isak's progress and performance and progress to a Benjamin Sesko, for instance, who is one of their targets, it's not a done deal. For apparently Manchester United have somewhat balked at the figure that is being put out there for him. And that is this. This is a comparison of Alexander Isak to Benjamin Sesko. And this obviously, when Isak was 22, he was playing for Real Sociedad. Sesko obviously is 22, but is playing for RB Leipzig. They both had about the same amount of games, 32 to 33. However, Sesko had double the goals at 22 that Isak had. He had more expected goals. He had a little bit less shots, but his shot conversion was well over double to what Isak was at. Isak got a lot more touches in the box. He got a lot more. He got just, it was razor edge on chances created. But Sesko was better in the air at 22 than Isak was in the sense of his aerial duels and aerial duel success, as you can see. Sesko is a decent player, and maybe you could, if you could rear some of that success or some of, let me bring back the crew here. If you could bring back, or if you could take a player back to Newcastle and insert him into the same system that helped develop Isak into the player that he is, maybe you could have another dynamic player on your hands. The streets thinks I'm trying to convince myself. We're not going for Sesko. So, hey, but it's a matter of opinion, I guess. It's just a matter of opinion. I would like to see us bring in Isak, be fantastic. However, we're gonna have to wait and see. We might have to see what Newcastle does, because I don't think Newcastle is doing themselves any favors by having, he's the players holding out. He's not traveling with them on their tour. He's training at he's at Real Sociedad actually now at their training facility in Spain. Okay, the team announced, the Real Sociedad team announced that actually. It's a wild situation, and it's one that doesn't get, as the clock ticks. I just don't know exactly where we're going to be seen be seen with the situation. So
maybe
let's talk about.
Maybe they could find a striker in Brazil to bring here. Iraola found Evan Nielsen, didn't he? Like Newcastle have got loads of money, like, but it's Eddie Howe, isn't it? Like it's
It is. If they had not that Eddie Howe's not a decent coach. I'm not trying to despair anything on his name. However, having a coach that either has some real, accreditation behind his name. Slot isn't exactly the biggest name in football, for instance. However, having just moved to the Premier League, being associated with a big name club like Liverpool, and having just won the Premier League, puts a little bit of put some respect on my name when you go and talk to people about your project. Eddie Howe, not so much. Not so much. And it does help that they're in Champions League, but we'll see. We'll see how this drama unveils itself. I was going to talk about some fun stuff right now, and that was I wanted to get some of your opinions on this Adidas X LFC as the 10-year reunion begins, basically. Let me bring this up here. These are some great years too. Some great kits, at least, when Adidas was with us. Some of these, any of these kits bring back memories for you? Lee?
Yeah. That one Kenny's got on was the home kit, and I had the away kit, the yellow with red pinstripes. Barnsley, that was a good kit. That one in the mid-90s, early to mid-90s, that was a decent kit. And Torres and Gerrard, another one. Yeah, they were all nice. I liked all of them, yeah. Thought they were all good kits.
Yeah. Some really, really cool kits. Wait, let me see if I can, since it's just you with me today, I am going to do something fun with the Ali. Let me see if I can bring up give me 1 second. So I got to pull up. Hopefully it doesn't slow up my computer too much. Because it was a funny one. There was something that it was, I think this is Anfield, I think did it. But let's see if I can find it. And it basically asked, what kit are you, basically? It was a fun little segment. Here it is. I got it. So let me bring this up real quick for you. Because some of these kits were really, really cool. Really, really cool. And it was a question of what kit are you? So I'm gonna see if it slows up my computer too much, I'll just ask you the questions. If I'm able to, I'm going to I'll at least show you what the questions as they go. All right, let's see. And I'll share the link with you guys if you guys want to try to see which kit you are as well. It was a fun little thing. I know which kit I am. I already did the little quiz. So let's start this up. Here, let me see if I can share this. You ready for this one, Lee?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Just making sure.
Well, yeah, but
All right. What decade do you reminisce the most about? Is it 1980s, 1990s, 2000s, or the 2010s? The 80s, 90s, the 2000s, or the 10s? Which decade do you reminisce about the most about?
well, for kits.
What decade do you just reminisce about? Like, as in, what? It doesn't have to be about kits. It could be about like just
Okay. Reminisce.
What do you like? What era do you like to talk about the most?
Probably the 80s and the noughties, because the noughties included the treble and then the Champions League, FA Cup, couple of second places, but that was that was good for us. That was a good period for us, Juliet and Rafa. But obviously the 80s, like
so wait, just tell me which decade.
And like,
I know, just tell me which decade, because I know there's a little bit of a lag, just so you know, because they've got like ads and stuff popping. Which decade do you need to tell me? Oh, I'm gonna take it down. So it doesn't. You there, Lee?
Yeah. I said 80s and noughties
for
me.
What?
Noughties, like
I didn't.
80s. Yeah, 80s.
All right, so which one do you want? Do you want the 80s or the 90s?
In the 80s,
right,
so
gotcha. 1980s. You're done.
Yeah, it ain't just football.
Sorry about that, people.
The 1980s, it's being a child.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Much better than being an adult.
Here, I'm gonna put I'm putting the link. I'll put the link in the chat after we do this. So just give me a second. All right, you're off to Germany, Lee. What is your delicacy of choice? Is it schnitzel, pretzels, bratwurst, or currywurst? Which one of the four?
Pretzels.
Pretzels, schnitzel, bratwurst, or currywurst?
I've never had schnitzel.
Currywurst is like sausage with curry ketchup.
Don't think about any of them things.
You want to go with bratwurst?
No, the first pretzels. I've had pretzels. Or a British version of pretzels. They sell them at Christmas. There's like a selection box you can get, and they have pretzel-shaped ones in it.
Oh yeah.
And they're quite nice.
I actually should have went with pretzels. Where do you want to go with? What do you want to go with? Pretzels?
I'll go with what I know. Yeah.
You going with pretzels, Lee?
Pretzels, yeah. I know what they are.
Okay.
Tasted them.
All right. It's time to pick a band. You have the choice of Oasis, The Laws, The Farm, or the Wombats.
The Laws by Country Mile. Them Wombats were shit. They were awful. They weren't from Liverpool, mate. They were from the Whittle, and it counts when it's something shit. If it's from the Whittle and it's shit, it's from there. If it's from the Whittle and it's good, we're having it like Daniel Craig or something as Bond. Okay, but if it's from the Whittle and it's shit, it's not from Liverpool. And the Wombats were shit. Oasis were all right at first. I bought their few early singles, and then the second album, I bought it, and I took it back quickly and swapped it. Swapped it in a second-hand shop for another.
You really don't like the Wombats? Okay.
I have most of the songs. But Wombats, they were shit.
I think
they're awful.
I think it's not there. Isn't it? I think it's There She Goes Again. Isn't that their song?
No, that's The Laws. That's one of the greatest albums of all time. The Laws, yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Other than Oasis, I had to look up all of them.
Yeah. No, The Laws.
Other than Oasis.
Yeah. Oasis.
Okay.
All right.
What's your favorite Liverpool chant or song? Is it Fernando Torres, LFC's number 9? Is it Champion Liverpool? Champion? Is it Poor Scouser Tommy, or is it Steven Gerrard? Steve Gerrard.
Loads I liked when I used to go.
You have to pick. I know, but you got to pick from those 4. You got to pick from those 4. That's all.
Okay. Scouser Tommy. because it took a lot of work
Okay.
to get it. Whoever
Okay.
did that's brilliant. That way,
It's pretty brilliant.
brilliant
Okay.
song.
Where are we likely to find you on your off day or your day off? Is it taking it easy with friends and family, at the pub, the dreaded housework, or running errands? They have to be done sometime.
It's a pub for me.
At the pub. Okay. Okay. You're out. You're out and about, right? You're going out for the night. How do you dress for the night? Is it snazzy? Is it whatever makes me stand out? Keep it simple, or 2 words, black and gray.
Yeah, black and grey is good. Not to stand out is good. Like quite neutral colours. You know what I mean? You don't want to be seen from a mile off in what you're wearing, do you? So keep it simple. Yeah, it's a good message.
Okay.
If you're a dedicated follower of fashion.
All right. It's to the match you go. You have to pick your go-to accessory. It is either Sambas, like, Adidas Sambas.
Yes.
A bucket hat, a scarf, or a flag or a banner. What are you bringing to the game?
A nice pair of Adidas Samba.
All right. Samba's guy. I didn't think that, but that's cool.
Well, that's what it was when I was a kid. That's how you dressed to go to the match. You'd be Samba with like a pair of Farah pants, a round neck jumper with a Ben Sherman shirt underneath with the collar sticking out, like, you know what I mean? And that was the de rigueur look like in the 80s. When I was in school, it was like, you know what I mean? That's how you dressed to go to the match. And I never wore a scarf ever once. I wore a sun hat once with Liverpool on it, but it looked shit, so I never wore it again. A sun hat. You know what they are like.
I wear Sambas and I wear my soccer shoes or my football shoes, and I wear my usually if I'm going out to the game, I'm definitely bringing my scarf. But my family and friends would say I'm blank. Persistent, predictable, quite picky, or quick to change my mind. Yep. Persistent, predictable, quick. Persistent? Okay.
Persistence, good.
All right. Oh, wow. All right there. Let me open up this image. Do you want to take a guess as to what your Liverpool kit is? You want to take a guess?
I don't know. Just tell me.
Okay. All right. I'll share. I'll save you the agony. You are the 1985-1987 away kit.
Okay, I like that one. Yeah, that was a good one. That one. Yeah.
Yeah. I ended up being. Oh, again, if you guys want to do this little quiz that was set up by This Is Anfield, I'll share the link. I'll share the link in the chat or even in the comments there. That right there is the 1985 to 1987 away kit. That's what apparently is Lee's vibe. My kit here, I think I saved it. My kit was, one second. Let me see if I can get it. My kit was the 2008-2010 home kit, actually, was my kit. I'm trying to see if I can find, to give you an eye on
you never won that.
Those were, I was like Stevie and yeah, I know, exactly. I know. Why you gotta point that out? Oh, wow. There you go. a little rain on my parade there. Never won anything in the kit that they gave me, but hey, I still love the fact that I got to see these guys play. Where was it? I know I saved it, but yeah, 2008, 2010 was the kit that they gave me. But again, it's a fun little quiz. You might want to do. You might want to. You know. What does it say? 89, 90, oh, 89, 90, yeah. Positive I saved it. I just don't know where I saved it. But yeah, it was a fun little, definitely a fun little quiz that they dropped. Now that we're embarking on some new, oh, you know where I think it might be? Might be a picture. Now we're embarking on some new endeavors with the Adidas kit. Should be a fun one. I can't find it. But anyways, back to this. Look, there are some fun things that are being told now that we have August 1st here. We now have a lot of the kits or the kit numbers have been announced as well. And okay, yeah, I'll put it in the chat. I will. I just don't want you to. I don't want to put it in the chat and then everyone bounce and go do the. Everyone's going to go do the quiz and leave us. If I put in the chat, you got to promise to stick around. How about that? You know. But I will put in the chat. I'll certainly leave that in the comments. Would love to see what you guys get. Big up Nolante joining us again. They announced, speaking of Newcastle, Liverpool announced squad numbers for the Reds' new signings this summer, including Florian Wirtz and Hugo. Wirtz will wear the number 7, which some of us predicted, by the way. And in his debut season, I think it's inheriting the iconic shirt number after the departure of Luis Diaz is definitely a big privilege for the player. Ekitike will now wear the number 22, which was worn last year actually by Calvin Ramsey, but being Calvin's not with the team really, he's on loan, and obviously Ekitike will be with the team. He'll be with us as well. He's gotten the shirt. Also, fullbacks Jeremy Frimpong and Milos Kerkez have been assigned number 30, and Milos Kerkez is taking number 6. Very, very interesting for him to take on that number 6 kit. I thought that, truthfully, you know what I was thinking? It was like, I know that for some kit numbers are very, very, superstitious with their numbers. But I was thinking maybe we would see Endo give up the number 3 kit and take on the number 6 kit, considering he is realistically our only 6 or realistically our DM, when it comes to numbers. But he hasn't done so. And it looks like Kerkez is going to be doing the number 6. And in the goalkeeping department, Mamardashvili takes on number 25. Freddie Woodman takes on 28, and Peksky takes on number 41. I have a graphic for it. Connor Bradley's getting a new number. Let me bring up these kits that are going to be new now. These are the kit numbers that they're taking on.
For me, 7 is the iconic number for the Liverpool shirt because of Dalglish, and Keegan before him was number 7. Keegan was a huge star before Kerry. It's just that Kerry ended up being better than him, and we had a prolonged successful period. But Keegan and Dalglish made that number 7 iconic.
Yeah. Keegan won Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. I did want to do that. I kind of secretly wanted this to happen to Redbird because it was being floated out there that Frimpong was going to take the number 66.
For the fans. You're such a bad man.
That would have been. I think
fans.
that would have been. That would have been interesting.
Hey.
I think 66 is better than 30. I think. All right.
Nah, I prefer 30 to be fair, but that's fine. But that would be funny for the bands. For the bands.
Leave the number 66 for Isak. That'd be awesome if he came in and got number 66. That would be cool.
We know what Isak's number.
Who's number 12 for us now? Who wears the number 12 these days?
Well, these days now will be Bradley. Connor Bradley's going to be wearing number 12.
Before that?
I can make the image bigger if you guys can't see it. I'll bring it up a little bit larger. Number
12 before that.
These are going to be the numbers for the players. 42 is going to be Neoni's. I like that. Well, definitely cool number. Let me see if I can get.
Yeah, I don't like Kerkez at 6. I don't feel right to me. Kerkez with 6. Yeah.
You didn't want Kerkez with 6 doesn't do it for you, right?
Nah, I just don't feel right to me. It feels weird.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting that he got that number.
Yeah. Wonder why. No, hold on. Number 3 is vacant, no? No, he's not. Endo, isn't it?
3 is
Endo
vacant. I would have preferred Endo to go to move on to number 6.
Yeah,
I would have been like, that'd be cool.
Swap around. Isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Well, it's fine anyway, but not the weird number.
Let me see too. Wirtz took your number, yeah. But there's some cool numbers. Or cool now that we've got the numbers announced and everything else. How do you feel about some of the selections? I know that Lee said that the number 7 always brings up a certain, fuzzy feeling with him. Any other numbers ring out to you?
No, I think all the numbers apart from that, I think Wirtz. I think we all said before this he's going to get the 7. All the others apart from the weird Kerkez at 6. What are all the numbers? Yeah, no problem, been fine. Ekitike, I was thinking something would be 20 something. I thought it would be 20 something, and as KJ said, big up KJ and big up everyone in the chat that gave me a shout out. Big yourself up.
Last player to wear number 6 was one of all of, or not all of ours, but some of our beloved player, and that would be Mr. Thiago himself.
Thiago Ancan.
Exactly.
Yes. Vamos. Yes.
Let's see. But everyone else's number hasn't. There's been no other number changes other than that. Other than the Connor Bradley move, and everyone else is sticking with their other number. Obviously, one thing I will throw out there, which was a cool move. It's not a story that I was going to speak on, but now since we're talking about kits, I will say this: shout out to Mr. Milner. He has chosen to wear number 20 for Brighton this year to honor his friend and obviously our fallen red. And that's a really cool move for him to do. So just a quick shout out to him for acknowledging that he's gone but not forgotten.
Yeah, big up James. He's a real one.
Mm-hmm. I would like to know what's funny is that I don't think Neoni got a new number, but you know who didn't get a new number is Rio didn't get a real number. I just recognized that.
Oh, he already had his number in stone.
His number is 73.
Yeah.
It's like one of those I play on the youth academy numbers, but it is what it is. Well, let's get back to the matter at hand. There are some new colors that we're not colors, but kits that we're going to be wearing. How do you guys feel about the new kits? I'll share with you that real quick. Does anyone have favorites on these kits? Hopefully you can still hear me. I'll make sure. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All good. Yeah.
No, there said StreamYard said my mic or my audio had gone out or something.
Lies.
Yes, Trey Neone is number 42. That's the number. I'll show you real quick again. These are the numbers. Neone's the one in the bottom right. Bradley's number 12. Frimpong is number 30. Ekitike is 22. He wore that for with his French club, so that's why he went with number 22. Wirtz went with the number 7 since Diaz is no longer occupying it. Kerkez went with number 6, which is a little bit of an interesting selection, but I guess he wanted to be part of that. You know, it means a lot when you have any bit of the number from 1 to 11, and then also obviously the goalkeepers with their numbers. It is what it is. What is your favorite kit, though? I'll share this tab with you. What is your favorite kit so far? Now that they've been shown out, I'll give you. You can see them on the actual player.
I'm starting to like the white one a bit more. The badge put me off the way the red borders around the white lava bird. It should be a red lava bird like the Adidas thing, and just white. But they've done it, and it looks a little bit better now. I see it on Wirtz, like with his arms crossed there. The red one's okay. It's not the best one we've had, but it's decent.
That's a very good question, by the way, Philly Liverpool FC.
Could do better. Could do better would be the mark for this year. The term mark for this year's school report. Could do better.
That's a good question. I don't know if they're going to make the kit or not. Do you have an answer for that, Malante or Lee? Let me see if I can find that out, to be honest with you.
To what? Sorry.
Is Philly? Does it mean presuming they're going to have like the 20 number symbol in the kits? He means is that what he's on about? So I don't know what, because I don't think they'll be selling Jota kits. I'm assuming the symbol just obviously in remembrance of him to put on the kits. Maybe is that what Philly's on about?
So apparently, Adidas will sell Liverpool kits with a special Forever 20 emblem in memory of Diego.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the thing. The emblem. Yeah, I saw that in the preseason game.
And then additionally, fans can choose to have Diego J20 on their shirts, with all profits going to the LFC Foundation. The Forever 20 emblem will be a permanent fixture on all official Liverpool kits and training gear for the 25-26 season. But I guess he's asking primarily, will you be able to get a actual kit, like an Adidas
Jota at the back,
kit with the number 20 and have Diego's name on the back of it? I guess you will be able to. I guess it seems like you will be able to, and the proceeds for that kit will go to. Let me show you what they will look like. Apparently, they will look. It'll be something similar to this, as in it'll have like his name Jay. You can get that, but it'll have Forever 20 on there. I think that's cool that they'll do that, and especially that it's cool that they're not trying to make money off of it. You know what I mean? They're trying the proceeds will go to the LFC Foundation, which is positive as well. Rest in peace, number 20. Definitely rest in peace. 1 second. Bring this down for a second because I also wanted to do one other thing real quick. And that is, let me bring this in here. I don't know why my camera's off, but I wanted to bring up this last little thing, and that is what is going on with our pursuit of Rodrygo. I wanted to ask that real quick of you guys. Rodrygo to Anfield. Why this one feels different? Reports from Spain, Brazil, and LFC insiders are all converging, and the signal is clear. Rodrygo is open to a move, and in particularly, he's open to a move to Liverpool. No one's offering yet. I'm not saying that's a done deal or anything like that. But Liverpool has spoken to his agents and to Madrid. He's apparently delighted by the slot project. That's what's being reported. And if you're wondering, why would Real Madrid let him go? Because I know that most people will be like, well, is there something wrong with the player? Or is there something that we need to be wary of? Well, the World Cup is next year. And he's not getting playing time with Real Madrid. Rodrygo's been benched consistently by Alonso, and Vinicius has the left flank on lock. So the man wants to be a possible number 10. If not, at least an option on the right wing, or maybe an option on the left wing, but not a rotation option. I think that's where the conundrum lies with us, however, in that you're still most likely going to be a rotation option. Like, you might be the first or second sub off the bench, but I don't think Rodrygo starts on this team. Am I alone in that? Or tell me in the chat, please do.
In our team,
I see KJ says he needs to be on his side. Go ahead, Lee.
Did you mean in our team, Rodrygo wouldn't get a start, or in Real Madrid?
I don't think Rodrygo starts on our team.
Not if we buy Isak, no.
Well, even if we don't buy Isak, I still don't think he starts.
I don't want him.
If you look at our front line, and I'm not saying because like, oh, well, if we buy Isak, then we won't have enough money to buy Rodrygo. Let's not even look at it from like money-wise. And I see KJ is saying he definitely starts. All right. Tell me if he starts, in your opinion. I see MM is saying he thinks he would as well. Okay? Again, this channel is about opinions, about debates, about and about discussions.
The place under threat would probably be Gakpo, wouldn't it, if he came?
Cody is Slot's guy. He is Slot's guy. Like, as in, I don't know if I'm not trying to say it's the Dutch connection or something like that, but I just think that Slot has a real affliction to Cody. Now, Wirtz has got to start somewhere in that front line, right? He has to. So if let's say hypothetically saying we have, let's say we do have Isak. Isak starts as our striker. Rodrygo would not start as our striker in any form of the word over probably any of the three players that we would have in either Isak, Nunez, or even Ekitike, simply because they're more outright strikers. On the right wing, Salah starts, non-discussion, we move on, right? We can all agree on that. In that 10 role, Damas Abasalai is a shout. is a strong shout. However, if you don't start Dom there, you're starting Wirtz there. One of the two. And what I'm saying is Cody Gakpo starts on that left side. Yeah. Slot is the real sentimental. Hey, you can say that from some of his choices last year. I just don't see, and again, you got to have a player that structurally fits, like this blends in with the system from the gate, rather than I don't want to bring a player in and have to force feed him into getting used to playing in this system or within this formation. But tell me, I'm reading, I'm seeing Nolante, or not seeing Nolante, but I'm seeing Lee. I think Lee is like a Texan Tracy or something. But what do you think?
Big up Tracy.
That's why I put the camera on, trying to entice her, aren't I? Like,
let me see what I'll tell you what the chat's saying. Okay, so obviously I said KJ and MM think that he would. KJ says not straight away, but he definitely starts at some point, I guess. That's a good question, Hyler. How many deals can Liverpool handle simultaneously? Or even how much change can you bring to a team before it starts to get detrimental to the real foundations of the team's synergy, in my opinion. KJ says he's an upgrade on Cody, but he can see them sharing the role at left wing. I can see that. I can see that. I see Rodrygo being a backup to Salah. I see Rodrygo, especially with AFCON coming. It'd be perfect for him to be our AFCON right wing. I could see him sharing the role, sharing some minutes the same way that Lucho and Cody shared minutes.
Yeah. 100%.
Last
it would
year,
be that
I could
way.
see that.
Yeah.
But I don't see it as like he's the outright chosen selection at that position, like a Salah. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hyler's not sold on Rodrygo at all. Spirit of LFC fan says Cody and Dom. Philly Liverpool FC says he thinks he'd start on the left, which is his natural position. KJ saying Cody is one-dimensional, bit more efficient. Rodrygo more creative and has more X factor on top of being versatile enough to play all four forward roles. Agreed on that one. He definitely has creativity. You're bringing in that dynamic, Samba style of dribbling. That would be
he's a
fantastic.
poor man Sambas. He's a poor man Samba. If people think
he's a poor man
Samba, he is. He's not as good as the greats. He's all right. I think.
Yeah, come on.
He's all right.
Yeah,
no, he's not, man. Come on.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying he's wrong, but I'm sorry. He's just way. He's for me. He's just way overrated. He's mad overrated, Rodrygo.
Okay.
He's a good player, but he's just mad overrated. I just don't see the big thing with him coming to Liverpool.
Lee said Rodrygo could upset the squad's balance. Too big a fish, perhaps. You want to elaborate on that, Lee?
Yeah, he could. Coming in.
No, KJ. No.
It might be more forward as he got. Bringing in somebody as he's a big player. He's a really big player, and then you've got the whole thing of could he settle in and all that. I was sweet on the idea when it was first mentioned, but I've changed my mind. And for me, it's a Rodri no-go now because I've changed my mind.
KJ said, Lee, that's been debunked. Rodrygo is not egotistical at all. Hyler says,
no, I wasn't saying that. I was saying just like with the profile of star he is, it might be too much. I don't know. I just don't feel it's right. Something in me just feels this one isn't right for Liverpool. I can't really put it into words like what it is. I don't think's right about it for Liverpool, but I just feel it in my soul, in my football soul. This would be a good move for us.
Rodrygo's wages will be a major problem. Not to say using that kind of money on a winger when a central defender could be main focus. And also landing Isak, of course. Yeah, Isak's wages are going to be, very, very difficult to stomach. They're going to be extremely high in the 300,000 range. Rodrygo's creation stats are among the best wingers in the world. He suits what we are doing, says MM. Let's see. Rodrygo, Red Armchair Sports says, Rodrygo is fed up coming off the bench. If he leaves Madrid, he'll want a guarantee of playing time. Job sharing with Hakpo may not appeal to him. Fact, it might not. If you were to say that, yes, okay, cool, yeah, come to the team. We got a starting role right here for you. Fantastic. But we're not, I doubt that Slot's going to try to push that. He might say, well, there's an open competition maybe for you to start at left wing, but there's no guarantee that you're our left wing. And that is something that I don't know if he's necessarily looking to involve himself in. And maybe that's why it might be an easier conversation to coerce Rodrygo into going to Arsenal, considering they're looking to possibly, it's been spoken on that they're looking to unload Trossard for like something like 15 million, I want to say, something very, very low. Not a really crazy figure of like 15 million.
Trossard, mate. Trossard can score goals.
Huh?
Not loads, like, well,
just a suggestion. What's funny about it is, shoot, well, I mean, if they put Trossard on the open market as being a player out there, he wouldn't be a bad player to take a shoot the line out and see if we can.
He knows where the net is. You know, he's not good enough for Arsenal for what they've got in mind now. Like, and do you want to go further? But he knows where the net is, Leandro Trossard. There's no denying that.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I'm not saying that Trossard is by any means worthy of starting and being a starter or something along those lines. But as a squad player, Trossard's not bad. Trossard is not a bad option. He wouldn't be that bad of an option. I doubt they would sell him to us, and I doubt that we would go for him in general. I'm just putting it out there like that. I'm sure I'll get some pushback. There's other players on their team I'd rather go for. How about that? Let's see, what else is there? What was the comment that you reacted to, Nolante, that you want to address maybe?
No, I was just going back and forth with KJ because he reckons all Madrid fans want Rodrygo to stay and Finney off. But again, he said he's done all his research, but I disagree with that. If I'm honest, to me, Finney, like, he reckons Rodrygo, he's a good player. Don't get me wrong, but I just think he's overrated, and there's a reason for me why Real Madrid are keeping Finney. And Rodrygo's gonna go for me. And he was saying, again, I've looked at little stuff. He's probably done more than me. Saying all the Madrid fans want a fuming that he's going, but again, I don't know about that. So I doubt they want Finney to go if that's the case. So yeah, he should have owned. He should have owned. But look, he's a good player, but not for me. No problem. You can get the receipts. I seen him last season. And he didn't pull up any trees.
It's an exciting.
Well, why are they KJ? If that's the case, why are they willing to sell him? Why is he not? It happens. Doesn't mean he's a good player. If that's the case, if Madrid really want to keep him, they're pushing the narrative out.
I know, I get what you're saying. It's a good question, but at the same time, I don't have an answer for you, to tell you the truth, other than I think he's pushing. I think it's less of I think it's more of he's pushing for the move than because I think that Real Madrid would be perfectly fine with him sitting on the bench and being an option. But it's just the fact that he doesn't want to be just an option. And then again, that's why I'm saying coming to Liverpool doesn't really solve that question for you, or that dilemma or issue for you. You know what I mean? So I guess I'm. Are you still getting texts from her, Lee?
No, I was reading, the chat on my phone.
Okay. I just wondered.
There's been no contact.
No contact. Sometimes,
The restraining order that she got out on me is still in place, though.
I hope it's not there just yet. But 78 million is the reported number. 78 million pounds is what they are trying to move. I've heard as low as 65, I think was like the lowest I think that I heard also. But this other article that I was reading about this Rodrygo push has now said that it's at their ideal number would be at 78 million pounds. If it's 78 million pounds for Rodrygo, oh, well, good. But Rodrygo, I'd rather take that, let's call it 80 million. I'd rather take that, put 45 towards bringing in Gahey, and then, dropping the other 35 million on a promising, project style up and coming center half as well. Or maybe offer them 35 million for Tuchemeni, maybe, since they're trying to apparently get rid of him too. It is what it is. By the way, I did. Will I be addressing the bid for Nunez or Tyler Morton? I will not. I don't have anything set up for that. But I'll look into those. I'll look into the Nunez bid, and I'll look into the Tyler Morton bid, and I'll bring it up tomorrow for you. Because I did want to say, before we wrap up the show here, I did want to say that I did ask you about the white kit, as I did say something about that. But you know what I did want to say is that out of these kits, I think this is the best kit right here, to tell you the truth. This is the kit I'm going to pick up. I think I'm going to go with the green. I am going to buy a kit this year.
Oh, that's much better. The badge looks good like that.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with the green one.
Yeah. I like that.
I wasn't really moved by the red and the white here. The white is I like the white more than I like the red, to be honest with you. But all in all, I think I'm going to go with this green one. I think the green one's pretty tough. And it's got the old school, it's got the throwback Liverpool badge, it's got the throwback Adidas symbol on it. It's got just the 3 stripes on the shoulders. I think that's probably if it's not white, what color is it then? What color is it? KJ's saying it's not white. What color? Does anyone know what color exactly it is? Do you guys know?
Looks like lights.
Someone's saying Echru. It's not Echru. It's more like Echru's more like grey. Echru's cream. That's not cream. I think Echru's more like cream. I think.
Oh no! I'd have to look and see that.
Okay. KJ says it is defo Echru. I wasn't sure. I remember we had one before called that, and it was like when we had Owen or something. It was like
it's like a lighter
white or something. I think.
Yeah, definitely the Liverpool FC. I like that. I like that connect. Go ahead. What are you saying? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lee.
No, KJ saying it is Echru, the top, the
That
white
crew
is
is
wrong.
off-white. It doesn't look it, but they are calling it that. Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an off-white, no. But there we got the mystery soap. There is an Acheru shirt. It's all right. It's okay. It's my
I
least
still want to
favorite.
get the.
Right.
I still am trying to get the. I probably will get it pretty soon. I haven't put too much time and effort into it. I need to, and that is getting the Nike cream kit. I was going to do. Maybe I'll hold off on that segment, or not. Hold off for the weekend for the segment, but I was going to do a kit review as well of the era past of Nike, the Nike era past, and what you guys thought. Reflect now that the Nike era is over. Reflect on. I have a graphic with all the Nike kits. See what you guys think. We'll get into that episode soon enough. Hopefully this weekend, if not sooner, or if not later, I should say. It's no sooner. We are at the weekend. We are on some TGIF. I'm going to ask you guys a question as we wrap up this episode. Shout out to the nearly 90 or so that are in the chat right now. Big up to all of you. I was going to ask you this. Can you, and I'll bring up this as a full, can you name oops. All right, the question, make sure I have the question right. Can you name the only 2 African players in history to win these 3 trophies? Can you name the only 2 African players in history to win these 3 trophies?
Mane's one.
Oh,
Win AFCON.
No, he left. Oh no, Yaya Toure.
Yeah.
Toure? You sure about that?
Defo Mane. Mane won the league, the European Cup, and AFCON with Senegal.
Yeah, I'm sure it's Yaya.
Sure. That'll be incorrect, by the way.
The Chelsea
That's why I'm asking you. I know King Mo has never won the AFCON.
No, it is Yaya. It is Yaya. Because he's won Champions. Are you talking about the Champions League? You talking about just in history, in terms of the clubs they played for? Yeah.
Yeah. 2
no, it's
African
Yaya.
players.
It's Yaya.
All right.
It is Yaya. It's Drogba. He hasn't won that. I'm sure Drogba ain't won the AFCON. Weirdly enough.
All right. I'll have to double check on that. The 2 names that you guys that I was going to accept were Sadio Mane and Riyad Mahrez.
And you forgot Yaya.
I don't think Yaya's won all 3 of these. I'm gonna double check though.
I'll
double check for you. I'll double check for you. I know. I'll double check.
I forgot about it. Yeah, same KJ. I forgot about him actually.
When did Yaya win the UCL?
With Barcelona. 09.
Let me see. I'll see. I'll see. Mm-mm-mm. 09 with Barcelona. All right. I had it as Mahrez but maybe Yaya Toure is one. Or let me see. When I Google it, it says it only comes up with that.
Oh damn! 12, man. You
It
Google
only comes with those two
sensitive.
players.
Well, we got Sadio.
Google's name is sensitive.
Sadio's one.
Yeah.
Sadio's definitely one.
Sadio's one. The only reason why I brought it up was because Mane is one of them. Most people were guessing. I saw this question and was being answered, and a lot of people were guessing. We're guessing Mo in those answers. And I don't think
John Obi Mikel not won the AFCON with Nigeria.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. No.
Yeah. Yeah, Mo is not there. All right, then I'll ask you this question then too. Last one before we bounce out of here. Last one. Let me bring this down. Then, can you name the top 3 most decorated African players by trophies?
Top 3 decorated African players by trophies. That's
George Weah's got to be in it, hasn't he?
Nah, I don't think he's not in the top 3.
Don't you?
I don't think so. Eto? Samuel Eto?
Eto would be, yes. Eto is tied for number 1.
Okay, oh, so he's tied, yeah. Top 3 African. Drogba?
Drogba is number 3.
Oh, okay. So Eto, Drogba, top 3 African players of all time in terms of trophies. Oh, no, it's not.
Are they all strikers?
No, you can't give it away, can you?
Yeah, they're not all. On the top 5 is not all strikers, but
okay.
Top 3 African players.
AJ, he is number 4. Yeah, he said Kanu. He's number 4.
No, I don't think it's him, even though we've mentioned him. I'm gonna say the name. I don't think it's him, but I'm sure he'd be in the top 10 or 5. Yaya?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I was gonna say, how can you get into that? You guys just like want the bat for Yaya? Of course he's gonna be. Yeah, he's tied for number 1 actually.
Okay, fair enough. Eto, Drogba, and Yaya
are both at number 1 with 18 trophies, and Drogba has 17 trophies. So
fair play. Yeah.
Who else is in there then in this top 5? And
Kanu is at 15, and can you name number 5? How about that? Before we bounce,
Kanu 15.
Yeah, Kanu had 15.
What did
this player had 13 trophies and just beat out
Mahrez.
Beat out Obi Mikel.
Mahrez.
Nope.
Wasn't George Weah, was it?
Nah, I don't think it's George. It can't be. No, you can't.
Anyone named him.
No, Yaya's already been done. Red Arm Chase in the top 3.
Well done, by the way, Red for Life. Well done. You got all 3 of them.
He's 5th on the list with 13. Let's think of the greats. Let's think of the greats. It wouldn't be him, no. It wouldn't be him, would it?
Do you need a hint or something? This player played in the Premier League.
Lauren?
No.
Okay.
This is it, people. This is it. This is the last question, and then I gotta get to moving because I gotta shut down the show here.
So he's in the league, Premier League.
This player played in the league, and to answer your question, he is not a striker, by the way. He is not a forward. How about that? It's even better.
God, I was good he's not a forward, so I was someone in my head, but all right, I've got to rule him out then. 13 trophies. 13 trophies. 13. Oh my God. No, it can't be him. Oh, God, I'm gonna guess.
I just gave to the chat. I just gave you the answer because MM got the correct answer.
I see him.
This is going. I'm pretty upset about this, Nalante, that you don't know who this is.
Oh, well, Lee said it.
Said it. Yeah.
He said Essien.
Oh, did he say? I didn't hear him say that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in the chat, didn't he?
Yeah, he put it in the chat too.
Okay, Essien's got. Oh yeah, Leon. That's true. Forgot about his winning titles at Leon. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had
Madrid, didn't it? I think he won it. Yeah, he won a trophy at Madrid as well. Yeah, that makes sense.
13.
Yeah.
He's in the top 5 or the top 6. He's the only representative of Ghana on there.
Yeah,
got 2 from Nigeria, 2 from the Ivory Coast, 1 from Cameroon, and 1 from Ghana. All right, my people. Yeah. We are going to be out with that. I'll look into the whole Tyler Morton. I'll look into the Nunez reports and talk. I didn't see them as the top some top stories on the news feed that I get, but I will definitely look into it for you and have hopefully some stuff to talk about with you guys tomorrow. It is, I know, about 10 o'clock in the England time zone. So I hope that everyone has a great TGIF. Anything you have particular going on this weekend, Malante, that you want to talk about? Any upcoming shows or something that you want to speak on? No. Okay. Enough said. He's got the twins with him. So, I don't know about that. But anyway, big up to Nalante for joining us. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Lee as well for joining us. Big up. And shout out to everyone out there, whether you're on Twitter or X or whether you're on YouTube. Thank you very much. If you're on X, hop on over, drop a like and maybe a comment or two. Give us some ideas as to what you think about our kits, or from transfer dominoes to kit launches and squad reshuffles. It's all happening at Anfield, and we want to keep you up to breast as to what's going on. Now we want to hear from you. Like I said, is this a golden era of Liverpool ambition, or a sign we're losing our identity chasing these names? Who knows? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Vote in the polls. Hit the like button. For all we can say is, if we can get to that 50 number, that's all I'm asking, and beyond, even better. And make sure you subscribe, because the next 30 days could reshape a lot for this team. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because we'll keep you in on what's going on. Conversation never stops here. We'll be back definitely tomorrow with some more updates, inside scoops, fan takes, the likes. But until then, we are Liverpool, and this means more. So, like the number 66 said. And as always, my brothers and sisters. As always, my brothers and sisters. Up the Reds. Peace and love, and we will see you tomorrow.